It's higher than usual, isn't it?
What?
The camera.
Oh, it does look a bit high.
Oh, it looks fine. It'll be fine. Hello.
Hey everyone. We're doing another late pod. It's currently 10:30.
Sometimes you have an idea of how these things will go. Obviously, we knew we were doing this all day.
Mm-hmm.
You have an idea in your mind of what you're going to be talking about and priorities and certain things, and then it all just gets fucking thrown out the window. I mean, we don't normally talk about the Champions League first, but we can't not talk about the Champions League first.
Mm-hmm.
What's just happened, Jay?
It literally happened about half an hour ago. Barcelona bottled a 3-0 win.
Yeah, no, let's get the balance right with this conversation first. As much as we want to, I feel like you're shooing my face as usual. Sorry.
Shooting your face.
As much as I would love nothing more than to just rob Liverpool of that achievement and sit and talk about how shit Barcelona are, we can't. Unfortunately, however,
there can be an element of that for sure, but the bigger element is that Liverpool went and fucking did the impossible.
Fuck off. David Origi.
What's that? What?
David Origi. I don't know. I don't know why to formulate and start this conversation.
No, it's so fresh as well.
Let's just say well done. No,
you have to.
Begrudging well done.
You have to hold your hands up, and just say fair enough. You went and got 4 goals against Barcelona, and you turned a 3-0 into a 4-3 in the Champions League semi-final. Like, you've got to say well done. Well done.
However,
Robinson pushed Messi.
Sorry, Jay had his notes at the start of this.
They were 1-0.
It was half time, and Jay had written his notes down, and it just said dodgy push, or
it was just a bit of a dodgy push.
Rough push on Suarez's head by Robinson. And then I messaged him back after the game finished, like, well, I just said it to him, sorry. And he was just like, well, that's slipped down the pecking order of things to talk about. The only point I want to make is, let's not forget last year. How many goals did Liverpool beat Roma by on aggregate?
6 or 7.
Yeah, they smashed them in the end, didn't they? Yeah. What did that Roma team done in the round before? Do you remember?
Overturn Barcelona.
A massive deficit against Barcelona, and Roma are not a good team, and so yes, we're throwing out the well done Liverpool. No, I can't say it. The credit to you, Liverpool, for doing that. However, what the fuck are you doing, Barcelona?
Lads, like
what? Where were the players? Where was
the team? Literally, the team a week ago that slapped them 3-0, and quite frankly, slapped them 3-0. Where were they? They weren't not.
Messi. Yeah, Messi was.
Messi wasn't
all
there.
of them were terrible. I would say the only one that comes out with any credit is no. I was going to maybe say the fullbacks, but no, all the cross. Really. Most of them were crosses.
Yeah, no, and maybe to Stegen, but he's the one that he still let 4 in. I mean, some of them were quite peak, like that last corner to make it 4.
Maybe that's just football. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe yes, credit to Liverpool because they did it, but PSG let the 4-0 slip.
It's this season.
But maybe just don't win by too much in the first leg.
The season's been a bit
mad. Not even just
mad.
this season.
Yeah,
just don't win. Maybe
it's the pressure, isn't it?
Maybe in a first leg. Oh, just shows what I'm saying. Maybe in the first leg only win by 1. Like Ajax did, and then fuck,
and then it'll work. Yeah, no, it's mad, isn't it? I think, like, it's so hard to compute in your head, and as both of us are Liverpool haters, especially on this podcast, you've got to say fair play. You got fair play to Trent, who had the kind of like quickness to ping that corner in. Origi, who's shit.
The Barcelona players had their back to that corner.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Nothing taken away from Trent.
Yeah.
However, what are they? Semi-final, and you're literally on a knife edge.
The commentator said some of the most experienced players in the world were caught sleeping.
Yeah, I'm not good at football, but you can guarantee my eyes would not have left that ball as it came in.
Yeah. Yeah, like since they put it down,
they would have probably still scored, but I'd have at least been
a lot of them were looking around, like looking to see where they're going. The benefit of the doubt is the fact that that whole game, for every corner they were taking, everyone's crowded to stay again. So for the first time they weren't doing that, they might have gone, it's gone in. Bit like that Man United fan. You remember that Man United fan that was like, okay, here we go. There's a game on the way. And they scored.
I don't know. You shouldn't, there is no way you should be, as one of the best teams in the world and a European powerhouse, you cannot be letting a team that doesn't have Firmino
and Salah.
Don't forget Robinson went off in the second half.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot they didn't even have them play. They only had, out of that attacking three, Mane, who quite frankly didn't do as much as some of the others did.
Yeah, Shaqiri was the only weak link, I'd say. In this
yeah,
like he did all right, but
no, he kept giving the ball away.
But yeah, whatever. Well done, but Barcelona, you can't do that
it was like, as much as it's a brilliant win and their players played well. You can't not say it. It was a mixture of the fact that Barcelona were shit as well.
So, which means there are 3 teams left in the competition.
Yeah, Barcelona are out.
Liverpool,
Ajax, Spurs. Scary times ahead. Should we move on to your game?
But the Champions League game, are we fully doing it? Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about the Premier League in the part 2.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going back to London tomorrow to go to the Fighting Cock social. Mm-hmm. Sold out completely again.
Is that 400?
Yeah, yeah.
It's mental that.
It's
mental.
I'm taking Ross with me this time.
That'll be even more special.
And I guess we'll preview it now because
now.
We'll then we'll
add a little thing
a little bit later, but it's on a knife edge. But I'm not. Ajax are an incredibly good team.
Yeah.
I like to think now we got it wrong in the first leg. And as soon as we brought Sissoko on, I know they hit the post after that, but as soon as we changed to sort of that 2 Sissoko alongside Wanyama, we played better, and we gave them a game, and they looked a bit off. Mm-hmm. So we hopefully know what system we're going with. We'll talk about this in part 2, but Son cheekily got himself a little rest for this game.
That's so stupid. He's like, like that guy punched him in the back, and he was like,
he got trodden on as well.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm going to use this.
But so it's, I don't know. I'm not going to be overconfident. I'm going slightly back to the Liverpool game. I've doomed us all.
You have.
I gave so much. My exact words were. We'll put it up on the... No, we can't. We've left the group. We'll get Jack to send it to us. My exact words were... We've got more chance than you, hun. Kiss.
You fucked
to get to a final in Champions League. To a Liverpool fan.
You know what though? I don't think they're smart enough to bring it back up. I don't bet they. I bet they won't bring it back up. 100%.
Well, no, we can't because me and Jay were out of that group straight away. We were gone.
They won. They tagged us after the whole company thing. What we'll speak about later. We put loads of company gifts in, and then we were gone. It was like Josh has left, Jay has left, like just done. And I think a good point to make is I think I've heard it somewhere. I don't know where. Ajax probably for the first time are the favourites because they've got the away goal, they're at home, and that's the first time in this tournament that they're the favourites. Real Madrid, they weren't the favourites, and same with Juve. So maybe that is an added pressure that they don't have to deal with yet.
If anything, as well, just if we're going to pick out little positives that we can take from a very daunting, horrifying day for me, as Tottenham have had a very good defensive training this weekend. We did not enter Bournemouth's half, which are too right. But so we'll go back into that later. But also, I'm going to regret saying this, but Ajax are
balls on the table.
I was going to discuss this in a minute, actually. Yeah, Ajax have a little bit of a Crystal Palace complex. Do you know what I mean by that?
I don't know. What do you mean, like all
away? They've been smashing it.
Yeah.
They're home. They're not obviously rubbish, but they're just a little bit shaky on their own home ground.
I know what you mean.
That's where all the against Juve and Madrid, they had close matches with them and made a few mistakes, and then they went away and smashed it. So hopefully we can do the same. And equally, I mean, we beat Dortmund 1-0. We lost to City, but
honestly, mate, looking at your record, Spurs' record in the past 2-3 weeks. How are you nearly in the Champions League final?
Oh, well,
what's happening?
Yeah. We've lost 9. I think we've lost 9 of our last 10 away games.
And you're nearly in the Champions League.
But you know what? We could cheekily. You know what? 4-3 tomorrow sends us through. Let's do it, boys.
Yeah.
So back in London. Hi, and it's fine at the moment. Everything's fine. Everything's nice. There hasn't been a ball kicked. We're about to enter the Eve Bar, where there's going to be all the Tottenham fans, and we're excited. How long that excitement lasts remains to be seen.
Not nervous at all.
No, come on, you Spurs.
Not nervous at all. It's all going to be fine.
Come on.
Right, so I know Josh will do his bit if he's alive, because I'm sure he might have broke a leg or something in that madness where he's at now. I just thought I'd add a little bit in. And what's going on? What's actually going on? This is the most mental scenes I've seen ever. Like, just said to Hope, you're watching history, because this won't happen again, because it's outrageous. Like, Tottenham had no right to go and score 3 goals. Lucas Moura with a hat-trick as well. Literally should have been the last kick of the game, but more time was added. Just incredible scenes. Like, football, man. Football's incredible. I don't even care if I hate Spurs. Like, that's incredible. Fair play to them. And it's an all-English Champions League final.
Okay, hello. I left you a lovely video last night at about 1, but I was very drunk and I covered the mic. So sorry about that. So here's a slightly more tame, calm version of me talking about last night. Did you enjoy it, Ross? Yeah?
Fucking sick.
Again, everything was over. The hope was gone. Really, I know it was, but
Yeah.
didn't look good. And again, fuck me.
What a night.
We've just been to the new stadium to have a look around. Just outside, got interviewed for Middle Eastern Premier League
coverage.
television, so that's a thing. The back post is going global. I was like, no. But yeah, Mo, again, this is it now. No matter what happens from this moment, this is it. This is what it's about. And it was brilliant, and I threw up a lot this morning. Yeah, right. I have no, you know how I feel. I don't need to tell you. Back to you, boys, on the sofa, looking fit.
Debatable.
So, like, hypothetical.
Should we discuss? Okay.
Hypothetical, you've beat Ajax tomorrow. Ooh, that was fun. You're in the final with Liverpool. What do you think happens then? Because are Liverpool better than you guys? The league would say so.
No, Liverpool are better as a team.
And of course, there's that in a final. You never know.
However, there's been no game with Liverpool in the past 2 seasons where they've definitely outplayed us, but they haven't we haven't walked away with a 3-4-0.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got very lucky in the last game, if you remember, with Alderweireld accidentally sliding it into his own net from that Salah cross. Like, nothing you could do about it, just like bounced off him.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said to me emotionally, who would you rather play? I'd rather play Barcelona, because I don't want to be. I can't run into a Barcelona flatmate, your flatmate,
Exactly.
anyone at uni, friends. I can't run into a Barcelona fan and be sad. But what I can do is run into all of the Liverpool fans. But
we know a lot as well.
If I didn't know Liverpool fans, I'd rather play Liverpool.
Yeah.
Before last night, before tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Because some clubs have it, and let's get into this. Some clubs have it
God, your head's
This
gone
is-
mad.
This is why you, and I know you've won quite a lot, but this is what clubs like Liverpool and United still have this history, and there's a lot in it, I believe, this history that can push you over the line.
Yeah.
And that's why Liverpool did what they did tonight. That's why United somehow managed to still beat whoever they beat when David Moyes got them into a semi-final.
Yeah.
That's how Liverpool haven't won a knockout game, because it's this belief of the club because of what they've done. And one of the biggest challenges any football club can face, and what Tottenham are desperately trying to do at the moment, is turn around that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
To that mentality. Tottenham fans still have the mentality of we're going to be battered tomorrow by Ajax children.
Yeah.
Whereas Liverpool fans would not have that mentality.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, but tonight is a show of that. Like,
Yeah.
no one thought it's 3-0 down, we're probably not going to do this. They went for it and they got it. Yeah, that's very true.
But I forgot the question.
It's just,
I'd rather play, but then again, over a one-legged game, over a one game.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather play Liverpool.
You know what? I think if, again, in this hypothetical world, it gives you the edge up against them.
Ajax.
Against Liverpool, sorry, in the
Okay.
hypothetical final. I would say Spurs would want it more, purely because, Liverpool have won it a couple of times already. Liverpool fans have said, and Jack said this to me as well, that if they win the Champions League and don't win the Premier League this season, he'd be a bit fairly disappointed.
That's ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous. That, like, I'm not. It's fucking stupid.
It's ridiculous.
He said that to me. He said it to me in Lidl. I remember, right?
Lidl.
And so I think they want the Premier League way more than they want the Champions League, and that's a fact. So you would have more of a mental, because I definitely think Spurs fans and the players and Poch would want that more than all of the Liverpool players and fans. So I think that would give you a slight edge.
I don't want to talk about it. We'll end this part on one last thing that you may have seen today, which came, I think this is a bit of a mistranslation, but have you seen Poch's presser?
No.
Ah, okay. Well, so basically what he says is they go, what do you think Tottenham's chances are, blah, 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 blah. And Pochettino basically goes, if I were to win the Champions League with Tottenham at this moment, with this circumstance, I would have to think about my future, and it would be the end of a chapter. It would be a good way to end the chapter, right? So then the reporter goes, "Oh, from what you've said there, it sounds like you're leaving." And he went, "Oh, yes." And then he went, "Sorry, are you joking?" Because he laughed. He goes, "Are you joking?"
Yeah.
Pochettino goes, "There is no joke. What Tottenham are doing is incredible." So this story's been spun out that Pochettino's gone, "I'm leaving if we win the Champions League." Which, no offence, I would take.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Thanks.
Maybe.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's incredibly hard to say. But what I actually think he was trying to say
You think he's been misinterpreted?
I think he's not misinterpreted. I think he's just slightly fluffed his lines a little bit. And he's just gone, if I do this, but after buying no players, playing half a season in Wembley with this
he's
squad,
never going to get any better.
What more do you want? This is the best ever. I have done the impossible.
Let me
and
just
I think
go
that's
down
what he
to
was
some
trying to
other
say.
league.
I think that's what he was trying to say, because I think he doesn't say try and find another team. He goes try and do something else. I think he's just like on about retiring from a gardener.
Just goes a bit of garden.
What he's done,
like Thanos.
Yeah,
He
he's clapped and he's gone to his little garden.
Cooking his little things. Yeah,
and then whoever he beats in the Champions League fight, or Liverpool, if he beats Liverpool, well, they'll all crash through his roof and behead him. Spoilers.
Oh shit! Spoiler. No, you know what? And that's a very valid point. If you guys win after this season, after the record of this past 2 weeks alone, after the amount of players that you've got injured, like the fact that Harry Kane has been like gone this pretty much most part of this season, and he is your best player.
Would potentially be back if we got to the final as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Would you play him? You got to play him, haven't you?
Yeah. Nah, you're right. I think
Llorente
games against Brighton and
is our number one.
What, keeper?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's our number one striker.
I'm gonna just end this part now, but I'm gonna end it with my saying one thing, Jay.
Go on.
Musa Sissoko. We'll talk about the Europa League.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to.
After talk about it.
Should we do it in part 2?
Yeah.
After the Premier League. Yeah, we'll do the Premier League. What a long break we have had.
There are no breaks. Business.
So we went off of structure, and the back post has a vague structure. Although a corridor of uncertainty the podcast is, we went off structure and started with the Champions League, so we're going to go back a little bit and start with the Premier League. And not start, fucking idiot.
Bill Battery's there the whole time.
Really? We're monks, you know that.
Sorry, I went on the battery hunt for the H6. I'm just literally like... just to show you how close they are, I'm not going to move. For the benefit of anyone using Spotify...
Editing. Josh is now moving his hand, and he's just about to grab them, and he's got them. You're welcome, Spotify.
I can get them there. I haven't moved my arse.
We're awful.
Okay.
Premier League.
Back to the Premier League.
Where do you want to start? Should we start at Spurs Huddersfield match? No, not Huddersfield.
Well, yeah,
no,
that is great. Can't quite remember the score. I think we won 2-0.
Let's just go way back.
Bournemouth.
What happened, bruv?
Well,
2 reds.
I
didn't watch this game. I woke up, had my brekkie, put it about for a bit. I think I did a bit of work, and I thought, I might put it on TalkSport. Alexa, play TalkSport, and it's like, I can't believe he's being sent off. I'm like, who's being sent off? Look at my phone. Josh is like, this is unreal or some shit. 2 red cards.
I didn't say this isn't real. I just messaged you banter.
Oh, banter. That was it. Banter. I'm like, what's going on? I check Sky Sports and there's just 2 reds, and I'm like, Son and Foy for red. What? So explain.
Well, let's go on to the first one first, the Son red card. And also, actually, let's just talk about as well, like, there's a lot of things to quickly gnaw through here. Mark Travers had an absolutely unbelievable first half. The 19-year-old debut keeper that Bournemouth played.
Really?
Did you not know this?
I did not know this.
He had a fucking worldie.
Really?
All
Why
right.
weren't they playing Begovic?
He wasn't even on the bench. It was
He
really
must be
weird. They had
fucked,
Boric
yeah.
on the bench. No, but apparently Eddie Howe was there. Like, apparently, I don't know what it exactly was, but apparently he was fit.
Ooh.
Apparently it's a bit of a slap in the face. That's what I've heard on the grapevine.
Fair play, Eddie. Anyway.
But Mark Travers, 19 years old.
Just had a worldie.
Right, so
you could have quite easily won.
Dele Alli had an absolutely beautiful header, and he just poured it. And I was just, it's quite funny because whenever Tottenham, I'm part of this Tottenham fan group thing.
Yeah.
400 members in it. And as soon as they announced the lineup, everyone just went, great. 1-0 Bournemouth. Mark Travers masterclass. Because that's what happens against Tottenham. We get Tim Krul breaking the Premier League saves record.
Your
against
fans
us.
are mad.
We just know.
It's 1-0 Bournemouth. Like if that's any other team, they're like, it's a kid in goal. 3-0, let's go. Come on.
No, not Tottenham. But no, so
even like Huddersfield.
before any of this, I don't know if you know, but Eric Dyer should have seen red twice.
Really?
He should have gone. He should have given away a penalty and
So
gone.
there should have been 3 reds.
Lloris gave away a penalty, but didn't.
Really?
We had a bit of a diver.
I really wish I watched this game.
Already we're having a bit of banter going on. I'm like, alright, let's have it. And then the Son one is the softest one, and actually this is the one we've appealed.
Okay.
So it might not obviously get. But
yeah.
I
have seen this now.
Lerma fucking takes him
Man
out.
goes for him.
No, not that. It takes him out in a challenge about 5 minutes before.
Oh, okay. And
then it happens again.
Yeah.
Lerma trods on his hand, and from what I can tell, as Son's like, if you could just get down for me, as he goes past Son, he just nails him in the spine, and so Son gets up, and I think Son's just like, you know what, fuck this, and he just shoves him, and Lerma goes down obviously any footballer does, he's been hit with a hammer, and it's a red, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay.
So the ref blatantly missed the punch.
Well, they should have definitely both gone.
Yeah, because
even for the stamp. Even if just for the stamp, they should have both gone. Maybe I'm kind of misinterpreting the punch, but I don't think I've rewatched it. I don't think I am. It seems to be contact.
Yeah, he goes for it. And the stamp, like you said.
But I think they should have both gone.
Yeah.
Half time comes along. Dyer's had a bit of a rough game. He's on a yellow and could be sent off. Alderweireld's also on a yellow. So Poch goes, we're already down to 10. Gets the lads in the changing room. We're going to play it safe now. We're going to play it safe. All right. Alderweireld, you're going to come off. Save your energy. Ajax. Foyth, my young Argentinian kinsman. You'll be taking his place.
No mistakes.
Dyer, come hither. I can't remember who gets it done for Dyer.
This is how we speak.
I can't remember who gets it done for Dyer. I assume it's
I don't know.
Wanyama.
Yeah, probably.
I assume.
Who else have you got?
Dyer started, so...
Who else
Oh,
have
was
you
it
got?
Sissoko? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But the main talking point here is Foyth.
My Argentinian prince.
Foyth
What's happening with Foyth, man?
gets the ball. He plays upfield. He beats 2 men. It's quite a good run. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, he's in their half,
He just
man.
overplays it. He just kicks it. And one of the Bournemouth defenders get there first. Foyth
Not happy about it.
just tries to win the ball back, but assumably thinks the ball is on his upper thigh and plants his studs into his upper thigh.
He's not happy that he's lost the ball. He thought he was going to score. That's what it was. He's on this
I
mad run.
like to imagine the meeting after that game where Poch just sat there with his documents that are pink, and they're like, "Right, so boss, we're obviously going to appeal Son's record." He's like, "Yes, of course. We need Son back. It was very unlucky Son. Maybe Son's there." And he's like, you got unlucky there, mate. You lost your head a bit. It happens. And we're going to also appeal for. No. Boy,
Son's like,
go over there. 2 minutes he lasted.
yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It's ridiculous.
Madness. No, he did. It was. I think the Guardian put it very well, where they said it wasn't the worst challenge they've ever seen, but it was probably one of the most red cards. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like,
It wasn't
oh
like
my
so
god,
vicious, yeah,
but it was
yeah.
just like, no, okay, that's a red.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, that's the perfect way to explain it. Like, oh, yeah, okay.
I had no complaints. I was like, yeah, okay.
Like, Foy's like, oh, okay.
But all the Tottenham away fans didn't even boo. They just went an absolute chorus of just.
You did your 2 minutes proud.
And then we could have held on for a very, very good point.
That would have been a brilliant point considering 2 man down.
And we needed that point to secure Champions League. We'll get on to that later. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
And then Ake heads on home because Victor Wanyama just decides that he's bored now and doesn't want to mark anymore.
I think that's how your team play. You know what I mean? Like, some
yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy. He's like, yeah, I want to be this. Like,
You fucking. Yeah.
The next to the end of the season, he's a prick now.
Wanyama didn't. Wanyama probably let us down there, but everyone had a job to do, and that wouldn't have happened if we had 11. So whatever, it happens. And
it's again just the top 4 banter race because after going 2-0, 2 men down, after going 2 men down, losing 1-0, somehow still 4th.
Actually, we'll talk about Chelsea now, but then I want to get something clear to you. But we'll talk about Chelsea again first. It was Watford, wasn't it?
Yep, it was Watford. You want me to talk about it now, or do you want to say something?
Talk about the game first.
So weirdly, Chelsea-Watford 3-0.
That's mad that you think that's weird.
No.
It's mad that you reach such a stage where that's weird.
That's kind of, but no, that's not what I meant. 3-0, we score goals. No, just weirdly, we've ended this season kind of nicely at the minute.
Yeah.
Where we're at, we've somehow scraped 3rd, maybe 4th, but most likely 3rd.
Guaranteed, though.
Guaranteed Champions League. Guaranteed Champions League. We're mathematically guaranteed Champions League, which is mad considering when we did our top 6 predictor, we were 5th.
Right, I wasn't going to leave this question. I was going to let you finish, but you have broached it already.
This is the talking point of the game, isn't it? Really.
So, I just want to get something clear about you.
Go on.
And I think you feel exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't give a flying fuck about which of us finished 3rd or 4th.
No, it's top 4.
Yeah.
Top
Like,
4.
if you beat us to a point, I don't. Just in case,
Yeah.
I look at you and go, we're better than you because we're 3rd, or you look at me because you're better than. I'm just happy. I'm just glad we got over the line, especially after what we've after both of our dips and our beautiful, like this absolute fuckery of the top 4 race, which we'll get. But yeah, no, I just want to get that in the open.
100%, yeah, okay.
As much as we hate this and you hate this,
I'm fine.
third or 4th.
Third and 4th.
I'd rather, second's a good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like 2nd, is a bit bare, but when you get fighting for the 4th spot,
especially now, it's automatic.
Yeah, exactly. All of us
when it was the
fighting.
playoff place, that's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Or when we could finish 4th and still get knocked out because little cunts like you would win the Champions League. Anyway,
Yeah.
I got to.
So we've weirdly ended this season on a high as it stands. Of course, there's the Europa League to come, which we'll talk about. But we get to this game and we were shit for the first half. Let's not forget that we were like the very typical Sarri game that we've had recently, where we have a lot of possession, we pass it around, and we might go in once and then we'll lose it and have to defend and run back and scrap, and then David Luiz will do something weird. But then who opens the score? I think it was Loftus. Loftus said it in.
You didn't score. It was 0-0 half time, wasn't it?
It was 0-0 half time. Yeah.
Loftus came on.
Loftus came on for Kante because he played Kante when he shouldn't have.
Yeah, he was already injured. Yeah.
He had a hammy problem, so that's quite bad because he's going to be out for the rest of the season now.
Yeah.
So we're not exactly like you because yours are way worse, but we're losing players still.
It was quite one of the. I don't know what it is about Chelsea where your strikers keep flopping yet you keep finding very good attacking midfielders.
Don't know what's
Is Loftus-Cheek the new Lampard?
He's fucking brilliant. He's so good. So that game is Loftus not at his best because he's got so much potential, but one of the best games he's had. He just when he gets the ball, he wants to turn and run towards the goal, and he can do it very well. He's really good on the ball. He's very powerful. He doesn't go down, and he can score goals. It's mad.
And he doesn't just sit in the attacking half either.
No, he doesn't. He comes back and he makes an effort. He's such a hard working player. I absolutely adore him.
It might not work in practice, but in theory, how much would you love to see no more Jorginho and a holding midfielder of Kante with Barkley and Loftus in front of him?
That'd be beautiful. And that is Jorginho had a really good game. He's been one of them. He's definitely like the golden boy of Sarri, and that's why he's been targeted a lot. And also the whole thing with him and Kante. But he had a really good game. But like them two, Barkley and Loftus with Kante there, and like Kante, what could be. But anyway, let's not dwell on that.
Who scored the other two? Sorry.
You got me there. Higuain scored a very nice goal,
yeah.
and it wasn't offside, which was great.
Well, it was Pedro, wasn't it?
It was Pedro, I think. Pedro's had a good season as well. Weirdly, like he comes in with these really good games, but when he's not having a good game, he's just having a mediocre game. He's never really shit, I don't think. Whereas, like say like Williams had some shit games this season. But no, like I said, we've ended this season, the Premier League, really good actually, because you've told me. At the start of the season, you can finish third or fourth. I'm taking it because it's just incredible. And
well, maybe not after that.
Yeah,
winning streak.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think we were like with them two
Yeah.
at the start, but the second that split and they go up and we go down a bit like, what's it called? Fast and Furious.
I knew it was coming.
And they go that way and we go that way.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker. And like to get Champions League, and like, honestly, it's only been a season. We was in the Champions League last season, but it's felt like fucking forever.
If I guaranteed you Sarri next season, would you take it now, or would you still like to see someone else? Has your thought process on Sarri changed?
So, like I've said all season, I'm very split with this because I don't like the whole Chelsea model of switch managers because it's just very bipolar. And
but you particularly like Sarri.
But Sarri has been this season has been ended great, but been a slug. It's been an awful slug, and there's been times this season where I've just felt not out of love but out of touch with football. Well, the football we're playing, I've found myself enjoying other games more.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
But you're saying, do we want Sarri in still?
I'm going to rephrase it just for.
I just wanted to
caveat either Sarri leaves now or at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Or you are guaranteed to have him for the next 3 seasons. What do you pick?
Guaranteed, I think.
Guaranteed to have him.
Mm-hmm.
You want Sarri for 3 seasons.
Shooting
his fag butts on the sideline.
I think if he stays there for that long, he can. He has the potential to be a good manager. I think he has shit to learn about the Premier League. I think if he stays there and he starts playing how we want him to play, because when we do play the good football he wants us to play, we are really great to watch, and we get results like the 3-0 against Watford. So yeah, I think we'll keep him.
Okay.
I don't think he's leaving anyway.
He's got a big challenge next season though.
You got a massive challenge.
No players.
Mm-hmm.
No
That is a worry because he doesn't seem like the guy, because he hasn't this season really gave Hudson-Odoi a chance where he could have. Loftus-Cheek. Don't get me wrong, he's played him a fair bit towards the end. I think that was only because we moaned. The only reason why Gary Cahill got a look in was because we were moaning about it, and he was moaning.
We'll talk about that. That was weird.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. But and even Loftus, who's proved that he's a fucking brilliant player. The only reason why he come on was because he played Kante, who was injured. Like, that's ridiculous. So he's got things to learn, but I think he can learn them. And I think, I want a manager for more than a season.
Okay,
mate.
cool. What does this mean to you, Jay?
What does what mean? Oh, mate, that's mad, isn't it? It's so mad. Like,
sorry,
you know what?
For the purpose of Spotify, I just shook my head and then ran away.
And drove away. So, you know what? I can't help but laugh because I think Chelsea fans know it. He knows it. He's gone. Yeah. He's going to go to Real Madrid and play under his idol. And I can't not hate it. I can't hate him for that. I can't. It's the like and it's just he's just like no and just dips off like and he smiles. He's like nah, like because he's that character. He's a cheeky prick, isn't he?
Cheeky boy.
He's a cheeky prick. So that's what is going to be his response, and I will miss him greatly because definitely this season we wouldn't be where we are without him. But I can't blame him for leaving. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It is well funny.
Okay, so let's just quickly talk about what is Chelsea's lineup next season, and we're gonna have a bit of a drinky end of show thing, and we're gonna do a nice little podcast where we're gonna talk about. I haven't told you this yet, but we're gonna basically talk about what we both of our teams need going forward.
Okay, yeah.
And it's difficult for you actually because you can't, and I'm not. I don't think you can't.
Well, I've got to look at who we've got on loan and who we can bring in.
So. Well, I was going to say, like, what do we see an attack of Chelsea looking like next season?
So
wait a minute, hang on, sorry.
Go on.
Why have I heard loads of rumours that Chelsea want to make Higuain's transfer permanent? Can they?
I don't know.
Because I've heard that Sarri wants to make it permanent for 30 million. I've heard that.
I've heard that as well. But can you?
Can you?
I actually don't know the answer to that because like.
Just realised that.
But maybe if the deal that
maybe they had an option to buy.
Yeah, that's option to buy.
Okay.
So maybe that was before the ban, and that's probably what it is.
Maybe you should buy him then. See how some players.
So we just have at least some.
Okay. Right.
Do you want to say it now?
Well, I was just thinking is it Giroud or Higuain?
If it's Sarri, it's Higuain.
It's Higuain. So it's Pulisic
and
Loftus-Cheek.
No, I think he'll stay in the midfield. It's gonna be.
Well, no, Dele Alli sort of role of being that cat.
But he does that anyway. But as actually talking front three, I think Pulisic, Hig, and what's the thing? Hazard's gone. I don't know if Willian or Pedro are going to renew any contracts.
I can imagine Pedro might stay.
Pedro might because he does rate being here and he's brilliant. Will.i.am
might be a weird choice.
I want him left wing, and I think they're both out of contract, so they could both go if they wanted to. So I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
but Hudson-Odoi's got to come in, I think, and play a bit more next season, just because of the fact that the lack of numbers we'll have.
And you've got to play big Champions League games next year as well with a now limited squad.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see your squad go I want to see Masonda back, and I think you still got Baba.
Yeah.
Have you still got Van Ginkel, who's 25 now?
I think we sold Van Ginkel.
Damn.
No, I know you're. Yeah. I think we sold. I remember seeing we've sold him, and I'm like, I thought we did already. Yeah, no, we've got and then a lot of people bring up Tammy Abrahams. I think
that's a very good shout, actually.
Tammy would be a brilliant pair to bring back if Giroud goes. Which
who's
looks
the other
like
one that you've got on?
Giroud wants to go as well. That's a fucking shout. Tomorrow got
Derby County's Player of the Year,
and rightfully so. So fucking we saw that coming.
We did.
We saw that coming.
Me and Jay played a lot with Tomorrow.
We played a Derby managerial career which went horribly, but Tomorrow was the shining light. So he'd be brilliant, to bring in. Honestly, mate, we could make a fucking brilliant team out of the players we've got on loan. So, as much as this transfer ban is a bad thing, I'm not that worried because of the talent we do have. Reece James, he's a pretty good player. I think he won Wigan's Player of the Season as well.
Who?
Reece James. Plays at Wigan at the minute.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
What's his actual name?
Reece James.
It's not the comedian?
No.
Okay.
No, Reece James.
Tottenham fan.
I'm pretty sure. Reece James.
It's not the week.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Reece James. And Wigan's Reece James.
Right, well, final point, I guess we'll make in part 2.
We're going to talk about Gary Cahill.
Oh, yeah.
Let's briefly talk about Cahill. So...
And then we'll maybe do it...
This season's been pretty peak for him, and I don't blame him.
Sure.
Someone had to have a go at it. Sorry, to be fair to him.
But is he the right man to do it?
No, because he is technically.
Do you know what he said? Yeah.
Yeah. He come out and he said, to play a player for 2-3 games, 4 games not play them without a reason. That's fair to play 8 or 9 without a reason.
How many? When was his last game?
Mate, it was like a Europa League game last year. So it weren't 8 or 9 games, guys. It was a lot.
So, yeah, and he said that when he leaves Chelsea, which he now is at the end of the season, this season
we'll just forget
his last memory of Chelsea will be winning the Europa League.
Mm-hmm. FA Cup.
FA Cup.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
It is. He's been quite wrongfully discarded from the club. I understand if he doesn't rate him as much as he does rate Rudiger and Luiz, which obviously he does, and Christensen's great as well. But he's our captain. He definitely needed to play more than he did.
Did he?
I think so.
I
With I think Gary Cahill's point was as well. He didn't really go. I didn't play this
Who's
season.
been the captain this season then?
Aspie.
Oh, of course. Is he not the captain anyway?
No, he was always because Cahill wasn't playing. He's the captain. Gary Cahill's still the club captain. When Gary Cahill come on, Aspie ran over and gave him the armband straight away.
Okay.
For me, it's nice that he did have a semi send off because he did do a lot for us over the years, and it was a bit ridiculous. Bring him on with at least more than 5 minutes.
Here's a question for you. And I know he was still playing because he was at Villa, but why aren't you giving these players testimonials? Why didn't John Terry get a
I
testimonial?
don't understand why he didn't, to be honest, because he would.
I'm sure
Lampard didn't have one either, did he?
No, isn't
maybe we don't do them.
Isn't Phil Jones or Chris Smalling going to get a testimonial, or someone stupid had a testimonial?
Yeah.
Is it just not the Chelsea way?
Apparently, it's just not a joke. I didn't even consider it, to be honest, until you brought it up. These players just haven't got testimonials for us.
It's mad. As if there's not a game where Lampard, Terry, and Cahill and bloody John Obi Mikel can all just come back and Drogba could come in, but you could have an absolutely mint game.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I
And
think we're
against,
doing a Legends game soon, and Balak's playing, Essien's
Why don't you
playing.
just make that into
A testimonial, and have just a group one. No, I completely understand. I don't get it.
You have
either,
like a reunion game of the Champions League winners.
That'd be lit, wouldn't it?
It'd be,
Yeah. Anyway.
Fucking hate it.
Yeah. No. Gary. It was very odd. The only reason why I come on is because he moaned before the game, and the players, the fans were screaming, "Bring on Gary Cahill." One thing that made me laugh though is the only thing he did was get up to get rid of a header, and the crowd went mad like it was a goal. I'm like, yes, love that.
I was sorry though. I think that further weakens his position. Again, he's been called out, and he's given. I know it doesn't really matter because you're 3-0 up, and you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But Kepa's mugged him off now. Cahill's mugged him off. Get a bit of backbone, and if as much as you wouldn't like it, if you want to tell Cahill to fuck off, tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, you know what it is with Sarri, I think, at this point, is he knows he's in shit with the fans. He knows I think he knows he's probably staying as well, because I do think, I don't know, nothing from the board has said that he's leaving, it's just the fans that want him to leave.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to keep a somewhat relationship with the fans, because if he comes out and says, fuck Gary Cahill, he's going to be crucified.
Funny though, isn't it?
It would be funny.
Fuck off.
He's literally won most trophies with us, and he's just fuck off, Gary.
Right.
To be fair though, he's not what he was, is he?
No, he's not. We've been talking about Chelsea for too long now.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, we do need to talk about Chelsea some more because so let's just get it over with.
Europa League.
We've got the Europa League.
We always do this quick speed Europa League.
You've got the Europa League now, essentially. Probably.
Yeah, it'll be
either
after this upload.
Just happened or just about to happen, or it could be happening.
Who knows? To be fair, they could be watching it anyway. Anyway,
they could be watching it tomorrow, could they, Jay?
Just say that. Anyway, so yeah, we play Frankfurt in a 1-1. We've got an away goal, which kind of helps my nerves a little bit, because I am actually nervous for this, because they were pretty good when we played, and their fans are insane. I think their fans are going to be louder than our fans at the bridge, which is sad.
Yeah, no, German fans, they're mad.
They are mad, and they lost 6-1 though. Which was a bit mad, but they were like, we don't care.
They might as well have released a club statement saying we don't give a flying.
They were like, we don't care, it's this or nothing, and
which is how it should be.
Yeah, which definitely, especially for Frankfurt, which is a big achievement for where they are, especially how the teams they played. That being said, I think the reason why we got that goal in that game was the fact they tired and our quality just showed a bit more. So I'm very nervous, but I do think we'll win.
But Kante was obviously there, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. So we're losing Kante.
Not having that in the midfield could really.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I actually think a lot of people are saying Chelsea are favourites, and they should be favourites. But
you absolutely are favourites, but
it could go either way.
Barcelona were favourites with 3-0 up.
Exactly. I'm nervous. I'm shitting myself, and you know what I'm shitting myself for more is hypothetically if Arsenal get through, which they should because they're 3-1 up. But I don't want to say anything because fucking Barcelona. If Chelsea play Arsenal in the final, I don't want it. I actually don't want it. It's scary.
Don't forget, we do now have.
I wanted Napoli to dick them down and us play Napoli.
We're the ones most. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Tottenham are the ones most likely to lose out on this.
Yeah.
But we have a very real possibility of
all English,
all English,
which
European
is incredible to show the dominance that the English.
Well,
fucking.
We have different views on this, don't we?
I know. Yeah, I know. I completely agree with you. Like, I don't care about anyone else but Chelsea, but I can take myself out of that a little bit where you can't. I can appreciate that. That's incredible.
I can appreciate that it's incredible
Yeah.
for an achievement, and it's good for us in the long run because it means we don't lose. We still get our four
Yeah.
places because UEFA rankings can take away
Yeah,
Champions League places and stuff. And I always want to have the best chance possible of Tottenham to get into the Europe. But the one thing I will say is that I saw a tweet the other day that said, like, if you're English and you don't support English teams, you're a fucking idiot. And
No, that's
couldn't agree
ridiculous.
with-
That whole thing with Lineker and Rio celebrating that goal, that Messi goal.
I think that was just piece of pure quality, not because of dislike for Liverpool.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. But then
And also,
people
don't forget that
slated them.
Don't forget that why the fuck would Lineker?
Yeah. What would
One
Lineker or Rio?
of them hates them. One of them played for Barcelona.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I know what you mean. I think why I want Barcelona to win tonight. I could even.
I don't know what I think about that anymore.
I know you mean, but could imagine. I don't want to imagine it. Because what if Arsenal win and I would cry? I would cry. That's the end of part 2.
If we,
You just end of part 2. Welcome back to part 3.
I have a few apologies to make to teams.
The team. Oh, great. Here we go.
Elliot was upset that we didn't mention Burnley at all after nearly stopping City.
Yeah.
We haven't even spoken about the title race.
Right.
Which part do we know?
Because it's technically a Chelsea and Spurs podcast.
No, well, it's not. It's alright. Jesus Christ, we've got so much to fucking talk about.
It's late.
City. So Liverpool had a kind of cracking game against Newcastle.
Yeah, what a brilliant game.
Absolutely
And
brilliant game. But, again, they've ridden their luck a lot.
that was definitely not a free kick.
Not a free kick.
Newcastle brought a game to them as well.
Come on, wake up.
Sorry.
You look sad. Newcastle brought it. They played really well. It could have gone either way that game. You look at we're watching a City game where it really looks like it's going to be a 0-0. And then what happens, Jay?
So Company's on the ball, and everyone saying don't shoot.
I love that video. Have you seen Aguero?
Everyone's like,
Vinny, no! Vinny, no!
Vinny, no! And like everyone was saying don't shoot, and he just thought, fuck this.
He almost scored again, didn't he? And I said to you,
Yeah.
I'd rather not score that goal.
Yeah, it's that
1-0, thunder cunt,
Yeah.
clean sheet,
Yeah.
captain, see you later.
That was incredible. Like that goal was just. It was so top bins. It was amazing. I couldn't help but be happy for
Well, yeah,
it.
Jay said it's like the Soccer AM top
Yeah,
bins
that
thing.
would have
And actually, I had to disagree because it actually clips off the bar.
It does.
So it would have actually. It's such a
would have
perfect
been
goal, but
devastating.
even the top bins wouldn't do it justice.
It would. I thought a quite funny quote was everyone said don't shoot, and I haven't come this far in my career to have young kids tell me not to shoot, so I went for it. That was his first shot on target outside the box in like 2-3 years, bro.
Yeah, he scored one again, like a shot, like a against a team like years. and
Company,
years
you
ago.
had no right,
You
but
didn't have
fair
a right.
play.
And then it was incredible. And
And you got to be fair to Leicester; they played brilliantly.
Madison had a great. Madison, Andy, and Acho had great chances. God,
You man. Sorry, everyone.
Right, cool. Sorry about that. What were we saying? City. They did it. City. Now it's the final day.
Final day. It's making noises, isn't it?
It's the final. It comes down to the final day.
Which is exciting.
Liverpool have to win. City have to lose or draw. City have to win. It's Brighton are probably not the team that Liverpool want to rely on.
No, and
You never know,
They've
but-
got to play Wolves as well, which is a big game because
Yeah.
Wolves' record, as we all know, is just pretty
Wolves
good
can get to
against
the
top
Europa as long as Watford don't win the FA Cup.
teams, which they probably won't.
You never know.
Again,
We're gonna smash City, but no. It's interesting. But I do
really
think
interesting.
that madness of 97 points not winning the league is happening.
Yeah, it's insane this season.
But now Liverpool need to rest players for Champions League finals, and who the fuck knows now?
This season has been one of the maddest in a while. You got to admit, the top four race.
Well, on the subject of Brighton playing City, no matter what happens now, and this is where my apologies come in.
Okay.
I would also like to apologise well, not apologise because you did play that shit against us, but thank you, Brighton. After all that Tottenham went through, after these horrific run of forms, both United and Arsenal just absolutely fuck it up, piss it up the wall.
Oh, it was so beautiful. I didn't watch that one. I just saw it. I was like, thank you, Brighton.
3-0 loss, 3-1 loss, 3-2 loss, 1-1 draw. 1 point out of 12 against Brighton, Wolves, Palace, and
not amazing team. Not to try and take away from them, but like just not.
They should have caught up with us. They absolutely will get.
Who was shitter? Arsenal or United? Who would you say? I'd say Arsenal. I just think people like although he's had his bad spells, De Gea and again Pogba, they just outclassed some of their players. But who would you say is shitter?
Shitter as a team.
Yeah, as a whole team.
What, man for man?
Yeah.
Well, that's they're both poor squads. But if you ask me, the far more interesting question is man for man, and I'm going to use.
It's got to be United, isn't it?
Leicester as an example here. Let's take maybe I'm not sure about United, but maybe I am. But let's just quickly compare the squads of of Leicester and Arsenal.
Yeah, no.
Who do you pick? Oh, let's do it quickly. Who do you pick? Leno or Schmeichel?
That was tough. I think Leno's proved himself to be a great
50-50.
keeper. I think that's 50-50. It's quite 50-50.
Chilwell or Monreal?
Chilwell.
Or Kolasinac. It's still Chilwell.
Maguire.
Maguire or Mustafi?
Maguire.
Evans or Socrates?
Socrates
probably, yeah. Bellerin when he's fit, but it hasn't been Bellerin, but we'll still, for the benefit of doubt, say Bellerin.
Yeah, Bellerin.
Or Ricardo Pereira.
Oh, he had a brilliant game.
I love Ricardo Pereira.
Yeah,
I would have Pereira at Tottenham at a heartbeat.
And he's brilliant, but I think Bellerin fit is a really good player.
I'm going to still sit 50-50 on that one because I'm going to pick Pereira on that. Ndidi or who the fuck's Arsenal's midfield? Or Xhaka.
Ndidi.
The other one is
Guendouzi?
No. It would be Torreira probably. Torreira or Guendouzi, or who's the other Leicester midfielder?
Madison.
No, he's a.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Ozil or Madison?
Madison.
I'd probably.
Madison's fucking sick though, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd say it's not, but again, no.
Yeah, Ozil hasn't proved it, but yeah, Ozil has class.
Gray or Iwobi?
Gray.
Vardy or Aubameyang and Lacazette probably, but
Vardy's fucking brilliant. Yeah, Leicester win.
Leicester, man for man, I would rather Leicester put them in Arsenal badges and give them a bit more oomph, and they're top. That's a top 4 team. I reckon we could have very similar conversations about comparing Arsenal to Palace, Wolves, Everton.
Yeah, Everton have a good squad.
Yeah. And they're underperforming, but we can have a very real conversation that we can't realistically have with Tottenham, Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City, because our squads will come out on top. But United and
the thing, interesting going forward. I don't want to stand this too long, but interesting going forward. If Arsenal and United don't get better in the summer and don't improve, they could lose out to these teams who are still improving.
Unless
Tottenham can only improve. I think Leicester could only improve.
Well, maybe not. Hopefully.
Palace might get ransacked a little bit. Like
I am desperate to take Zaha and Zaka.
But they've come out and said that only one of them will go. But
we came out and said we're not selling Bale. It means fuck all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have said you're not selling Hazard.
Yeah, exactly.
What's Roy Hodgson going to do with his 78-year-old hands? Pry him back.
Back. Yeah. We can talk about that. Arsenal might get lost. I think United have a bit more money than them to pull their way out of it. You know what I mean?
Just as a tiny thing, I was listening to sort of a few articles about the Tottenham Stadium, and they were talking about how at the time the Emirates was built, everyone was saying that the bowl was the thing, and that's what they wanted to do. Everyone wanted to perfect this bowl, and clubs had the bowl, and people bought Olympic stadiums, and they were bowls because that works. But then how now they've done research at Dortmund and the Anfield and how important it is to have this focal attacking stand, and there's a little thing of just how architecturally our stadium
you incorporated both.
Doing this, it's got this beautiful. I'll say it's not the greatest stadium in the world if you just take those not 3 sides, but then you get to that wall and it is beautiful and That's why we're not going to be a soulless, horrible mess like Arsenal. Right, okay, that's enough of that. Top 4 banner race is officially over.
Oh yeah, finished like we
Boring.
made it. We made it.
We haven't.
You haven't. We have. You haven't.
So there's got to be an 8-goal swing for Tottenham, and obviously, you know, the 3 points.
Which I said to Josh, course not. Don't be silly. Which you replied with.
2015, Leicester win the title. We finished second, guaranteed, unless there's an 8-goal difference swing. Well, I think it's actually less, actually. I think it's like 6 goals, but...
Still a lot that you say.
We
no
lose
to.
5-1 to a 10-man relegated Newcastle, and Arsenal beat Villa 4-0. Although this was obviously also an Arsenal that had more firepower.
Yeah, of course.
And this was an absolute... I think that was the season Villa went down.
Yeah.
Or at least it was when they were dog shit still.
We beat them 8-0 that year, I think.
Yeah, so Arsenal probably won't do that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's just mad that this situation already happened.
Please. Right, some quick fire points. Is Mourinho going to Celtic?
He once come out to Pep and said that he's a prick for going out to the Bundesliga because it's a one team league. So I think he'd be calling himself out a little bit because right now Celtic is the only team.
He doesn't care if he's a hypocrite though.
I guess so. No,
I think
he goes.
where else
If he
go?
goes,
Where else is he going to go? The only other destination I can see is Portugal manager.
yeah, which wouldn't be a bad gig though.
No, it won't. No, but they've got a manager that's won the Euros.
Yeah, but I guess. No, yeah, I know it's ridiculous because I don't see it, but if it happens, he goes. They've won 8 on the bounce now, so he goes for 2 seasons. He can quite easily win them 2 more and be the guy that takes him to 10. I think
I would go.
they're all right, Celtic.
If I was Mourinho, I would want to look back at my career and go, he could.
Yeah, you can't leave it as he did.
What would you? He's definitely not going to leave it as he is. But what's he going to do? Sit around for a year,
Yeah.
doing punditry?
No,
is that not a bigger cop out than at least winning a trophy with Celtic?
No,
Unless
no.
the hilarity happens and Rangers do overtake them under Mourinho, that would be funny.
That would be horrible for him.
But yeah, I think it could happen. I think his ego was big enough to.
Just go win
to a club
more.
like that.
Just go win more, so then he can come out and be like, "Look, I've got this many trophies." That's what he is. He in that whole thing at was it Chelsea, wasn't he? He just kept doing the whole free thing, like he's a trophy man, and he'll go win trophies if he goes. So yeah, manager of the year. The 4 nominees are Nuno, Pep, Klopp, and Poch. So it's quite an interesting debate. So let's try not make it as long. Which unfortunately, I think. Each manager definitely deserves to be nominated in their own right, in their own different ways. What's your verdict? Because I don't know if I have one.
No, I don't either. I think that each one has their own merits. Poch has got us to. I mean, the semi-final doesn't matter obviously because it's Premier League manager of the year.
Yeah.
Got us to a semi-final of the Premier League.
Yeah,
with no players. Wembley, but. And for that, to maintain the challenges on 2 fronts with that squad and the amount of injuries that to contend with as well is very, very commendable. However, you can't really look past 13 losses. So maybe you have to not say that.
But again, 4th in the Prem.
Nuno,
what he's done there,
what he's
brilliant.
done to the top 6 to break into 7th is incredible. However, to be manager of the month, you can't lose twice to Huddersfield and jeopardise your chances of finishing higher because he could have done so much better.
Yeah.
If he just told them to sit off the ball and let them play with the ball because they had all this possession and no goals. And I don't know how will we reach a stage in football where a manager says give up possession because that's so counterintuitive to everything you want to do in football.
Mourinho had a bit in him like that.
But
I think if Nuno, so obviously because things still could happen on the last day because that's where we're at in the season. But if Nuno takes them to 7th, takes them to Europa, that's a fucking achievement to be promoted.
Yeah,
straight up to be
that's
promoted.
incredible.
But again, what's even more incredible
Klopp
is
has lost 1 game.
Yeah,
which is incredible. But if you're going to then take Klopp and Pep, you have to go Pep.
Well, you have to go with the winner because Liverpool still could win this.
Yeah.
So.
But the fact that I would say that Liverpool have played better, they haven't had to scrape over the line as much. But then again, they've got a lot more given to them. So I don't know.
I'm saying Nuno. because I think in my head, Pep and Klopp have done such incredible things that I'm just excluding them.
Okay, yeah, here's my argument. If you're gonna take where every manager was, where every manager's team was last season, Tottenham has regressed slightly.
Yeah.
City have slightly regressed.
Yeah.
Liverpool have slightly improved, but Wolves have massively improved. So
yeah, that's a good point. Nuno. Well done, Nuno.
The back post manager of the season. Doesn't matter what happens from here.
It doesn't? Nuno, well done, mate.
You just say now.
He's seen it, don't worry, mate. Already.
Okay, we've been talking quite a lot now, and we've probably missed something absolutely major. But don't think this will be even longer because you'll get a nice little report from me.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long podcast.
Yeah.
But you're welcome, you pricks.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think we're done. That was really fun, actually. Happy to be back as well for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. We haven't been in here.
3 weeks we haven't been in the studio.
The studio. So thanks for watching, everyone. Really
and also,
appreciate it.
if you want to send us any football shirts, or let us borrow any football shirts, because we're starting to run out.
We have like maybe 5 at the push left.
We might carry us to the end of the season, and we can rebrand.
Yeah, I guess so.
We've got loads of Tottenham ones we can use.
I've got loads of Chelsea ones.
Maybe we can start putting Tottenham on Chelsea up.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Alright.
Big finale coming in two episodes time.
Maybe one. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah, okay.
Don't promise them things.
Sorry.
We're just rambling now. Goodbye.
No. I want to quickly add it. We're at the end. No one's listening anymore. Only you, Elliot. So Elliot, there's a finale coming. Right, you stick around for that. My film's coming, so stick around for that. We love you all.
There you go.
There you go.